Atlas Space Operations is a ground software as a service company. There's a distinction between ground software and ground station. Many of the companies are ground station as a service, and that typically means one of two things. The satellite operator deploys hardware at the ground site and gets a data feed, an RF data feed. The other solution is that the customer receives a data feed after some of the processing has been done, the FET or the modem. Now, in both those cases, you are responsible for backing up your data, receiving your data, and the outlay for hardware and potential cost therein. Our solution is ground software as a service because we provide additional features on the top of your data streams that make us distinct. The software features we provide create an environment where you're more aware of what is going on at all of the ground stations, so you can write event-driven software. What does it take to be a ground software as a service company? First, you have to be a software company. Atlas Space Operations releases 4 times per week into our production environment. We are backwards compatible when we make those releases, but the frequency of our releases means that we can introduce new features into our software that help the customer and solve problems that they would otherwise have to solve on their own. Take, for example, our software feature called Insights. Insights takes the metrics that we stream to our customers, processes them, and validates your satellite pass. So that means you're aware of how a ground provider will evaluate the success or failure of your satellite pass. You can see success, error, or warnings on the user interface. So that feature alone is unique. And then you add in other features that we have, like Copilot. Our Copilot feature allows customers to have a graphical user interface for step-by-step satellite integration. Rather than doing guesswork or having to send an email to ask what your next step is, you can see it in a phased format. And it automatically updates as you interact with our API. When you are onboarding with us, Copilot is your key reference. You are also using a fully featured test network that is separate from our production network. Now, this is common in the software industry, but less common in ground station as a service. So how does this benefit the customer? Because we're ground software as a service, that means that you never have to worry about the API changing. You don't have to worry about deploying new software. When we integrate a new provider, you automatically get the benefits of having additional antennas available to you through the single API and through our single TT&C entry point. This means that if the network right now satisfies your need as a satellite operator, that as we expand, you can expand as well. If your constellation expands, in all likelihood, we will be integrating additional antennas that can support you, and you won't have to change a thing.